everybody, Deborah here. We have moved inside because it's freezing cold out and it's time to do hot warming drinks like a hot toddy. So that's what we're gonna do today. And the very first thing you do when you're making a hot toddy is you start the hot water here because it has to be real hot. It's the only hot thing in the drink, so you want it really boiling. Alrighty, so we're going to start with lemons. Beautiful Meyer lemons here. And we're going to do our garnish ahead of time. The hot toddy is all about the garnish, kind of like a Bloody Mary. So here's our peel. Now we're going to do something special. Just take the lemon, cut a nice slice here. And we're gonna, kind of like a drill bit, we are gonna take this cocktail skewer and we're gonna punch some holes in the back of the lemon. And into those holes we are going to put whole cloves. Three is always a nice number. There we go, all set for later. Now we're gonna take these lemons and juice them. Oh, come on. Thank goodness I'm inside in my kitchen. I can get my juicer here. We're gonna juice about 1/4 cup of lemon. So one of the dilemmas with a hot toddy is, how do you freaking measure the honey? It's so sticky and gooey. So what I'm gonna do, just take a teaspoon out of your drawer. Get about a heaping teaspoon of honey out of the jar here. Oops, that's a little too much. Something like that. It's just enough. You want, basically, of course, you want enough honey to offset the tart lemon. So let's take one of these great tea mugs here. We're gonna take our 1/4 cup of lemon, pour it in. We're gonna just take this teaspoon, drop it in there, and it's time for that hot water. And we're just gonna pour in, I just take a wild guess here, pour in around 1/2 cup, 1/3 cup, something like that. You wanna leave room for the alcohol, don't forget that. Now we're just gonna stir it up and let that honey melt into the boiling water with the lemon. These mugs have quite a history. They came from the Trans-Siberian Express. Some guys on the Trans-Siberian Express sold me and my mom these teacups, and afterwards it occurred to us that maybe they really weren't theirs to sell. But anyway, I have a nice set of Russian teacups as a result. Okay, last step, time for the alcohol. So I really like bourbon in my, here's a new kind of bourbon I'm trying today. Redneck Riviera whiskey. Oh, untested. We'll see how it goes. But we want to use about 1/4 cup, so same as the lemon, about 1/4 cup. Maybe a little extra just for kicks. Pour that in there. This is going to be tasty. Stir it up. That should be delish. Now we're gonna put our lemon peel and our fun little clovey lemon thing. You can also add, I love to add star anise because it's so pretty. It has a nice kind of licoricey flavor, so it's a beautiful little addition. We're just gonna float that on top. And that is our hot toddy. Cheers. That is really good. And I like the new bourbon too. Yum. Okay. All right, next I'm going to show you something slightly different. This is a variation on the hot toddy. It's going to use something called Calvados, which is an apple brandy, and it's really yummy. So to highlight the appleness of it, instead of honey, we're going to use maple syrup. So let's get our hot water heating again. And let's get our lemons juiced again. Da-da-da-da. We've already done this before, but here we go. We want the same garnish. You can also use apple as a garnish on this to highlight the apple flavor. And cinnamon is really great, so we're going to use a cinnamon stick this time for the garnish. All right, and the same thing about the lemon. Again, we're going to use about 1/4 cup of lemon. And we're going to use about 3 scant teaspoons of the maple syrup. Everything else is exactly the same. Here's our 1/4 cup of lemon. We're gonna add about 3 scantish teaspoons of, depending on how sweet you like your hot toddy, 2 or 3 teaspoons of maple syrup. It's our maple syrup and lemon. We're gonna add around 1/3 to 1/2 cup of boiling water. And our Calvados apple brandy. I'm gonna wing it this time. Just fill it up to the top there. This time we're gonna get into the cinnamon sticks. Always a great garnish. Pop that in there. Another star anise. Liquishy little thing, and there we go. Beauty. Happy holidays, everybody. Yummy. That's